undercalled, underfunded and undervalued.
I know most people are feeling really quite down and quite demoralised, but actually the only way that we're going to get through this is if we all stick together and we actually make an effort to say no to this government and say that this is completely unacceptable. The fact is that imposing a contract on a generation of doctors is not the way you treat the future of the NHS. And frankly, you are the future of the NHS. And as long as we keep fighting, we will have an NHS to fight for.
So first chorus.
I wouldn't be alive without the NHS. Ever since I was born, I've had health problems. I went into a coma after birth, and I wasn't expected to survive. So I am testament to the fact that the NHS works and does save lives.
Since 2008, 3 doctors have committed suicide, I know. 2 have died driving home after night shift. One's even managed to kill somebody else driving home after night shift. We are seen as dispensable assets to the NHS. The way the government are treating us is unacceptable, and it's for that reason that I personally, morale's low, I don't expect it to be written into my contract that we should all get on calls after we finish a night shift. I don't expect that at all. But I expect us all to stand unified for the one reason: we fight for our patients, let's fight for ourselves, and let's fight for those people who cannot be here today.
And they want to silence us. And I think what we cannot do is be silenced.
You can save us, don't let them break us. We are your doctors, let's keep it that way. The NHS should be yours.
Well, today is the second day of industrial action as part of a 48-hour strike that is happening nationwide. Right now, doctors from all over the East End, patients from all over the East End, supporters, teachers, people from all different walks are here today, coming together to march over to St. Paul's to show the strength of feeling, show their unity, their solidarity, and try and convince this government to back down from this ridiculous position, to stop this ridiculous imposition that they're trying to force on, our health service.
We haven't talked about 7-day NHS, which is slightly misleading because we've got a 7-day NHS. If you're in a car accident on a Saturday night, they won't make you wait until Monday before giving you surgery. Like, any time you need a doctor, they're always there. And now they need us, I think we need to be there for them as well.
One thing I would say is if you want 7-day NHS, it's not our contracts you need to look at, it's the other services like microbiology, radiology, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, because they need to be doing stuff for the weekend too. I think one of the major roadblocks to why things don't get moving on the weekend, and sort of if you're in on a Friday afternoon you will be there till Monday, is because those services don't really exist in full over the weekend.
Where are you, Jeremy? Where are you, Jeremy? Where are you, Jeremy? Where are you, Jeremy?
It's not safe, it's not fair. Jeremy Hunt doesn't care.
It's not safe, it's not fair. Jeremy Hunt doesn't care.
We know what it's like to be helped in our hour of need, and so every single time there's been a strike of hospital doctors, me and Alan have come down to St Thomas's to support them, because we're supporting the hospital doctors in their hour of need.
I think probably the biggest change has been how demoralised everybody has felt. I think as I think, or the way that this government has spoken about junior doctors has been awful.
We're already a very overstretched, overworked, underfunded resource within the NHS, and to have this imposition and the way that the government has handled this whole situation has made us feel that the morale has dropped significantly, and a lot of my colleagues are reporting it. I have colleagues who are crying in the corridors at work, and these are people that deal with life and death situations all the time, and these are people who are finding it difficult because of the fact that the person who is essentially your boss is saying that I don't think you're worth the respect to have a meaningful negotiation.
I can't remember the exact statistics, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think it was like at least 1/3 of junior doctors have mental health problems from it. And so when you start to burn out and you just can't do the job anymore, and you don't have time for a family, you don't have time to do anything else, like I'm not going to be too hard on myself or anyone around me that just needs to go somewhere where the working pattern is better for them, their own health. Because I think doctors primarily are there for other people, but I think maybe people forget that they're humans too.
There was that time, wasn't it, when the policeman just couldn't believe how many hours you've been working
because the police were, I think they brought someone to the hospital that they had found sort of like just crying in the street, and they were really concerned about their mental health, so brought them in. And I'd been working since 9 o'clock in the morning, and I think I'd left work at about 11 and then was called back in by the police at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and was there then till about 6-7 in the morning. And the police were just like, but how's that allowed? How can you still be here if you've been, because it was coming up almost 24 hours that I'd been sort of up and working for. But it's what we do.
Those people who are just going to America, going to Australia to look for a better life, or people who are going to do things like management consultancy, which is just, taking the skills and then just doing something different, because they don't see a future for themselves in it, and it's really, really disheartening.
It's pushed me away from this country, actually. So both my housemate and I, we want to be surgeons. He wants to be a general surgeon, and I want to do neurosurgery. And come August, actually, neither of us have got jobs in this country, and we're both planning on emigrating to leave this, because it's not a contract that we feel is safe to us or safe to our patients.
I'm sort of definitely going to stay and work for the NHS, because I think the NHS is probably the most important thing we have in this country, and I want to stay and fight for it. But like I just said, I mean, that's how I feel now, but I could see maybe if I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years down my career, maybe I wouldn't have the energy, and maybe it'd be easier for me to go elsewhere.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Here at the March, you can see it's tangible, the public support. And it's unbelievable that this government is continuing to ignore not just the health professionals on the front lines, not just the royal colleges and all the experts, but even the members of the public that are here today, trying to make clear to them that they should be listening.
And they have lives, and they want to have families, and they have their own stresses and their own health issues and everything like that needs to be tended to too. And it's just, it's impossible to be a superhuman and work all the hours and still, have compassion for your patients and still care and still be 100% on it.
Unbelievable. There are 1,000, maybe more junior doctors here. They've walked through London to get here together, chanting together. We've had so much support from the public, so much support from passerbys, cabbies, or, just letting us know how much they support us. It's been astonishing. You can hear in the background how much it means to them. A week ago, Jeremy Hunt was telling everyone it's over. He clearly hasn't told the NHS staff, because they're still here, still fighting for the cause, still fighting a contract that will harm our patients and harm our health service. That's why we're here now. It's astonishing. Thank you so much.
so passionate about the NHS. The NHS, if it wasn't for the NHS, I would be in a wheelchair now because of a condition I have. I had spinal surgery when I was 16, and so the NHS has saved my life, and the fact that it's being denigrated and the fact that it's being broken down and sold off to private healthcare companies, I just find it's just so upsetting.
Junior doctors, victory too! Junior doctors, victory too! Junior doctors, victory too! Junior doctors, victory too! Junior doctors! The NHS needs saving, and they're not listening, but we've got something to say. You can save us, don't let them break us. We are your doctors, let's keep it that way. The NHS should be yours.